Hello, my name is Nancy. I'm with Yoga Journeys, and for today's journey, we are going to explore Upward Dog, also known as Urdvha Mukha Svanasana. Now, Upward Dog is used in many sequences. It's often used as a vinyasa. It's part of the sun salutations, so it's a good one to get extra pointers on. So before we go into Upward Dog, let's start to wake up the different parts of the body that we're going to need. So we're going to, first of all, we're going to focus on our shoulder blades, because our shoulder blades are going to give us some support to the chest when we're up in that lovely back bend. So as we inhale, we're just going to sweep the arms up. And as we exhale, brush it down. Just kind of like Karate Kid style. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale it up. And exhale, we're going to come down halfway, and let's find that action of the shoulder blades. So as we inhale, we're going to draw in, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Shoulders are away from the ears. As we exhale, push forward, find space between the shoulder blades. Inhale to draw those shoulder blades together. Exhale to reach it out. So you can see how that's working from the side. Inhale, pull them together. Now the tendency will be to pop those lower ribs out, and we don't want that to happen. So we're going to keep the core engaged. Inhale, exhale. More inhale. Let's get it nice and straight. And exhale, release the arms. And the next we're going to find is the action of the pelvis. So here, let's sit up on our knees and find that. So we're going to notice. So let's put our hands right on our hips. As we inhale, this time we can open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades back. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the navel in. And you notice how the pelvis tilts. Okay? Inhale, we're spilling the pelvis forward. Exhale, we're spilling the pelvis back. Navel draws in. One more inhale. And exhale. Okay, and another part of the body we need to wake up is the back of our feet, the tops of our feet. Because in full pose of Upward Dog, we are not on our knees or our thighs. The only thing touching the ground is our palms and the tops of our feet. So let's get those guys woken up. We'll do a modified cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're going to drop the belly, chest moves forward, tailbone tilts up, spilling our pelvis forward. Exhale, draw it in. Angry cat, our middle back goes toward the sky. Inhale. Open the belly, press into the feet. Exhale. Okay, on the next exhale, we're going to do something a little different to really activate the feet. So on the exhale, press all the way up. Navel comes into spine. Lower down on that inhale. Exhale, press into the top of the feet. One more. Inhale. Exhale. We don't usually put weight on that part of our feet, do we? Inhale and exhale back to neutral. Okay, we're going to lower ourselves into a cobra. Get all the different parts worked up when we're not straining. So for cobra, we want our elbows right underneath our shoulders. We want our fingers in nice starfish. And we're going to imagine you can pull the mat back towards you with your hands, so you can bring the chest out between the upper arms. Let the neck be a natural extension for the spine. So we're not crunching back, not sagging forward. Right in the middle here, shoulders away from the ears. Press the top of the feet into the mat. Okay, by doing so, your quadriceps should activate. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Also, you want to press the pubic bone into the mat, so the tailbone is pressing inward to the mat as well. And so we're going to lift our lower abs toward our chin. What this does is it gives some space to our lower back, because the tendency for when we're not mindful of our positions is to come up into here with a crunched lumbar spine. But what we're looking for in downward dog is a nice continuous curve. So not any one part of the back is getting crunched. We don't crunch in yoga. There's no crunching. All right, so here we are in our lovely Sphinx pose. We're pulling our chest between our upper arms, shoulders away from ears. Each 10 toenail pressed into the mat to activate the thighs. Let's take a nice, mighty, regal inhale here. And exhale, release. Let's just rock the pelvis from side to side. And then we're going to bring our fingers outside of our mat, wider than the mat. We're going to come into a cobra flow. Let me come a little bit this way so you can kind of see that. So beyond the width of the mat, level with the elbows, with the shoulders. We're going to inhale ourselves up. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to ride up at the peak. We got the shoulders away from the ears, long neck. Exhale to release. Inhale, keep that activation through the toenails. Press the pubic bone into the mat. Exhale. Feet are in line with the hips. Inhale. And exhaling down. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to press on up. We're going to come into plank. And if plank is a little bit too strenuous, then we can go on our knees. But let's set up plank right now. We want to set up our arms. So just like we do in downward dog, we want to try to wrap the shoulders. So our elbow creases are toward the top of our mat, so that when we bend our arms, they easily bend backwards rather than out to the side. Okay? Always looking for that. So that's an external rotation with the shoulders, while there's a slight internal rotation with the hands. I know that seems kind of counterintuitive. It is counterintuitive, but it's very stable once you get it. Okay? So imagine your hands are twisting lids of jars toward each other. Meanwhile, the shoulders are rolling out, okay, or outward, and getting some broadness through the back. Okay, so we'll come into our plank. Okay, nice strong plank. Where are your shoulder blades at? Okay, where's your core? Your core is doing most of the lifting here. We're not collapsing into the arms. We're not collapsing into the feet. Okay, nice, strong. Let's set the knees. Let's come down into our push-up. Okay, usually this is from here is where we usually go into our upward dog. So let's slide forward onto the top of our feet. Again, just like in our Sphinx, we're squeezing our shoulder blades back, bringing our chest between the arms. Neck is long, away from the shoulders. Starfish those hands so we're not collapsing into the wrists. Tops of the feet are working, pressing into the mat so the thighs engage to give us some lift. Tailbone pressing in toward the mat as the lower abs lift for the chin. Can we find that? Lower abs lifting for the chin. That will place the pelvis so we're not crunching into our lower back, getting lots of length. Open the heart. Feel the broadness across the sternum, across the chest. One more breath here. Inhale, drop the knees. Send the sit bones back into our child, extended child. Take a breath here. Release the back, maybe sway the hips from side to side. And rock the hands back up.
Thank you for sharing your journey through upward dog with me. If you like the video, please hit like. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments or even requests for future videos, please leave that in the comment section down below. Thank you and namaste.